So what's your rank? And does it matter? Hi everyone, welcome back to another Scotty Karate video. Today we're going to be going over ranks. So, you're in a martial art or you're thinking about joining a martial art, things to think about are going to be the ranks involved. Now, do they actually matter? Yeah, no. I mean, is the easy answer, I guess we'll say. In our Western society, we've got these ranks in all our martial arts. So if you're in, let's say karate, you'll start off as a white belt and you'll work your way up through the ranks to your black belt and then to your dans of black belt, so your different stripes. When you start off as a white belt, and depending on the style, every style basically can do whatever they want, obviously. So they all have different colors, different ranks, different amounts. But typically, there's usually 9 to 10 ranks all the way up, including your black belt. Now, that's for a more traditional style, and we won't get into the McDojos where they have like 30 ranks, but on a traditional style, 9, 10, that's normal. You might actually find some that have less. They're only like, say, 6. And you have your white, your blue, your green, your purple, then your brown, your black, so on. But typically, there's going to be around 9 or 10. Now, how important is it? Well, not really. I mean, outside of you just want to tell people you're, say, a purple belt. I mean, to the average person, that literally means nothing. You didn't say the keyword black belt. So to them, that means you're nothing, or you're not a good martial artist. Is that true? No, of course not. I've met a lot of people that are going through the ranks that are just amazing and just have that natural talent to pick things up and adapt and go, ooh, what's that? And they take it and it becomes instantly good in their arsenal. This happens, and you'll have people that are, say, green belt towards the middle of your ranks and that are just really good, that could probably hold their own sparring with some of your brown or black belts. Does that mean they're better? No, it just means that they've caught on a lot quicker and they just have that more natural talent. So does that really mean anything? To the average person, no. You can tell them, I'm a white belt, I'm a yellow belt, I'm a green belt, I'm a purple belt, I'm a blue belt. To them, you're speaking Greek anyway. The only person it matters to is your sensei, your instructors. Because they're going to be able to look at your belt and go, oh, you're a yellow belt. I need to teach you X, Y, Z. I need to see proficiencies in, these 5 things before I think you're ready to move up or move on or learn more material, more complicated things. That's the real reason for the ranks. Now, at the end of the day, that's all that really is. So if you're going to a style and they just have white belt, brown belt, black belt, okay. You know what they're going to do when you're a white belt and they need to know if you need to know X? They're going to say, hey, show me, this form or this kata or this kick. You either do it or you don't. I mean, it's that simple. But at the end of the day, rank doesn't really matter. You can go to dojos and you'll see people and you're like, oh, wow, what's your rank? And they're like, I'm a 5th degree black belt. And you're like, ooh, wow. And then you think about it, they're 18. So, how long did it take you to get your black belt? Oh, I started at 16. What? A little extreme, but not by much. Depending on style, you have styles that will rank up very fast. There's one, I had a buddy in when I was a kid, and he went in, I believe he was 14 at the time. I was 13, I was a little younger. He went in, and he was ranking up every month, every single month he was ranking. And I'm like, wow, you are really good. I went to a school and I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. It's not like we were in the backyard beating each other up and seeing how good we were. So one day he invited me to the class and he was like, you should try it. And I'm like, sure, I'll try it. I'm not scared to learn new things. I went in and he was very bad, very bad. He'd been in it for about a year at that time, and he was a brown belt in their style. Now, if their style requires you to be a brown belt for 3 years, that doesn't mean anything, but it didn't. He got, just every month he was getting a new rank. And within 11 to 12 months, he had almost a black belt. We went in, we did some basic drills. Like I said, I just went to one class. It was not good. He was not very good. He had very robotic movements. Nothing was smoothed out. You know, you could tell somebody when they're still learning what they're doing versus they know what they're doing. So if you see someone do, say, a simple front kick, and if they're still learning it, you'll see them kind of have to readjust after every kick or so, or, you know, it's not just smooth, just pow, pow. That's how he acted, which makes sense. He'd only been there about a year. So in their style, it was crazy. I think that teacher was something high up in the black belt range, like a 7th degree black belt or something. I asked, because I am who I am, and they straight told me that they had 3rd or 4th degree black belts that had only been there like 3 or 4 years. How is that possible? Now, don't know. Didn't spar with them, didn't fight them, didn't even train with them, because the class was very segregated. I was a new student, so I was at the back with all the other white belts and yellow belts, and, you know, my friend was up with all the brown and blacks. And they were doing completely different stuff, but it wasn't what I would call challenging stuff. Not things that I'd done in my past. Getting say a brown belt, you're doing a lot more advanced things, a lot more in-depth reasonings behind things. And they weren't. They were just kicking and punching, essentially. And I wasn't very impressed with that. So I don't know how good these other people were. They could be just amazing, and that's why they ranked them up so fast. My personal opinion, they shouldn't have that quick anyway. I mean, you just don't have the time in. So, to put it in perspective, if at the end of the day, if I have a situation where I have a choice, I'm looking at 2 people that are about to fight. Let's say they're both in karate. Just level the playing field. I have karate boy A that has been in karate, and he is a black belt. But in karate kid blue, or B, I mean, he's been in karate for the exact same amount of time, but he's a, say, green belt. Say they've both been in it same amount of time. I cannot tell you just by their rank who will win, because their training was the same time. Now, that doesn't mean the training was equal by any means. But if I look at something and I go, okay, but he's been training 2 years, okay, and he's a black belt. But I look over here and I say, but he's been training for 2 years, and he's only a green belt. I could make the incorrect assumption the green belt is a less skilled person, and that's why he hasn't gotten there yet. He's slacking, he's not coming to class, or he's just not very good. I could assume that, but I don't know. It is very common now to see these places where they'll promote people very quickly, despite their skill level, just to get the paycheck, because they'll charge every time. Just, oh, you want to test? Sure. You know, $25 or $30, whatever they actually charge. And that's just money in their pocket. And then they get all these black belts, and then they can put on their school banner on their website, they've promoted 100 black belts in their school. Well, yeah, but what are the quality of those black belts? It is what it is. It's why you can't judge things just by title and by rank. Rank is very, I won't say it's not important, but it's not as important as people think it is. But that's my spiel. Hopefully you liked it. Hope you learned a little bit. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you'd like to know when my videos are posted each week. And, as always, the more you train, easier the fight.